15. It's been a while since I last played Final Fantasy 15. I want to say it's been maybe a month or two, but I've made a lot of progress in it. I probably streamed last, I want to say, in Chapter 3, and I'm now in Chapter 13. And the reason for me not streaming everything in between is just because I wanted to play the game and not have to be playing as, like, only if I'm streaming. I have a roommate, and he's usually here, and he probably wants to play as well, so it's probably inconvenient for him to have me, like, sitting in the living room streaming. So I'm gonna try, no promises, but I'm gonna try to stream Final Fantasy 15 from start to finish. After I complete the main story, I'm gonna go into New Game Plus and make a new save file. So I will be streaming New Game Plus for Final Fantasy 15. I was also trying to start playing I've been trying to play Tales of Berseria because I've been really enjoying that. But apparently not PlayStation, but Namco Bandai, they ban Tales of Berseria as, like, streaming. They don't like that. So if I want to do that, I'm gonna have to hook up my capture card, which is a pain in the ass, but I might do it. And I think I'm gonna start doing mainly JRPGs for my channel. I think I'm gonna cut all the other content of, like, GTA and things like that. I know it's been like years since I've done that stuff, but I'm just gonna say, like, I'm not gonna be playing those types of games. I'm primarily just gonna be playing JRPGs, and that's it.
In case there was any doubt, it's a trap.
Yeah, so JRPGs are going to be playing Final Fantasies, Kingdom Hearts, the Tales of series, Persona, fucking enemies. Oh, this is not good.
A little pay never hurt anyone. On you go. Hurry, while you dawdle, people are dying.
I really gone and done it now.
No, not you.
See ya!
Okay, well, shit's hitting the fan right now, and I just want to kind of finish my train of thought before I get too into this. Essentially, I want to play Final Fantasy 12, the Zodiac Age, Kingdom Hearts 1.5, 2.5, 2.8, and hopefully 3, Persona 5, and Tales of Berseria. But I also want to start doing reviews of older JRPGs I really liked, like Ni no Kuni, the older Tales of games like Tales of Vesperia, Tales of the Abyss, Tales of Symphonia, Tales of Systeria, all of those ones. Persona 3, 4, Final Fantasy X, Final Fantasy 7, Final Fantasy 8, all those ones, Chrono Trigger, games like that. I really want to focus and give reviews for those games, because maybe people haven't played this before, and they've heard a lot of good things about them, and maybe you want to get into them, so I kind of want to do reviews on more classic JRPGs and games like that. Anyways, I'm going to pause it one last time, and I'm just going to tell you kind of what's happening, because when I last streamed Final Fantasy 15, we were trying to find our first royal arm, I think. It's been a while. Now, we're all the way in Chapter 13, and shit has seriously hit the fan. I'm not going to spoil a lot of it, just because I'm hopefully going to stream all the middle stuff when I do New Game Plus. But essentially, I'm just going to tell you right now, we're almost at the conclusion of the story. So that part's going to get spoiled, so it's kind of shitty, but whatever. We're almost at the conclusion of the story, and Noctis has been separated from Ignis, Prompto, and Gladiolus, and he has fallen into Arden Izania's trap. He is in the imperial capital of Niflheim, and he's in one of the military bases. I want to say it's called Zargatius. I'm not too sure. I played a lot of Tales of Vesperia recently, and a lot of the dungeons in that game starts with a Z as well. Like the capital city in that game is called Zaphias, so this is all a lot of Z's and Z's sounds. This one's called Zargodius, I'm almost positive. I could be completely wrong if you butchering that name, but whatever. Anywho, Arden has put us in quite the shitty predicament right here, where these panels of electricity keep moving backwards, and it's pushing us further and further where we have to fight these Magitech soldiers.
Narc's in trouble. Got him. There ought to be a kill switch nearby.
Oh, hey, dude, it's Gladiolus.
I believe it's the reason we were brought here.
Just hit the wall. Oops. It's awesome though. Now we have Gladiolus back. And apparently Ignis, too. Yeah, Ignis is there too. And I don't really know where Prompto is. I think Prompto is being experimented on, if I remember correctly.
How the hell did you get here?
You're
And
welcome.
you're probably wondering why
Thanks.
Ignis has a cane,
After we
but
were separated,
it'll
we
be
received
explained
help
later on when I do the
from the usual
full-on Let's
suspect.
Play.
That bastard's playing with us. But at least we're together.
All but one of us.
Reunited with your
want
retainers
to
at last.
do more of the story.
How very touching.
And I can understand why this is confusing that I'm doing this like
Must be a fine
random
feeling,
chapter
having
now.
friends.
It's just I really
Look
really
how
want to
happy
stream
you
something.
are.
Like, this is the perfect moment and opportunity for me to be streaming, and I
I
just really
pray
really
you
wanted to
find your
stream
dear
Tales of
Prompto
Berseria, and I
soon.
couldn't, so I figured let's do Final Fantasy. And I had the thought that this would be very weird and confusing, but I was like, you know what, it doesn't matter as long as I'm pushing out some new content. Even if I'm going to be doing this again in the future, it'll be fine. So right now, we've been reunited and we gotta search for Prompto. And I want to say we're gonna go this way. Chapter 13 is notorious for being just a clusterfuck of hallways and just being very, very boring and just very, very dull. Because the fact is, you only get the Ring of the Luci for a while until you get the Sword of the Father. So you really only have two weapons. Your warping abilities and your sprinting and stuff have been blocked out, which really sucks. Honestly though, I'm gonna be completely honest, I really didn't think Chapter 13 is that bad. From what I've played of it so far, I don't really hate it. A lot of people have negative reviews about Final Fantasy 15 as a whole, being too short, the plot not being interesting enough, but I've already put, wrong button, I've already put, I want to say 44, yeah, I've already put 44 hours into this. I'm not done with the story yet. So I've greatly enjoyed it. I've been just doing side quests when I could and just fucking around, making the most out of my time in this game. So I've really, really liked it. Combat's fun. Honestly, the plot, I don't think is that bad. It's a little more simplistic than Final Fantasy is used to, so it's not as convoluted or contrived, which is probably a good thing, but it definitely does feel like a lot of important stuff has been cut. They included a lot of really important stuff in the Kingslave movie, which sort of sucks. And I think that's a really bad decision. Hopefully they'll fix that kind of stuff in the future, because this game's getting a lot of updates and patches, which is kind of weird for Final Fantasy, but it's whatever. This is 2017. That's kind of to be expected. But alongside with the patches and stuff, hopefully they add a lot more substance with the DLCs, because after seeing like Final Fantasy Versus 13 and the original Final Fantasy 15 trailers from like 2014, it looked so much cooler than it does now. It's not like the story's bad, it's just the story's lacking a lot of the cool like narrative devices they had before. Or like boss battles have been trimmed to the bare minimum. Like the battle against Leviathan in the 2014 E3 trailer, it looked radical. It looked freaking amazing. It looks less cool now and you'll see it. But enough talking about that. We found Prompto and he's like, he's restrained and bound. It looks like he's almost crucified if that were a cross. It definitely looks like he's been experimented on, which is very, very bad.
Hey, you alright?
Are you hurt? Do you need help?
I'm fine. Thank you, Noct.
No sweat.
Tell me, were you worried about me?
Yeah, of course. Why would you say not really? Of course, Prompto's your bro.
Of course I was. What kind of question is that?
Of course. That's why you came. Like I believed you would.
Prompto.
That's why I told myself I couldn't die. Not until I could see you. And hear you tell me I'm not a fake. That I'm the real me.
I'm sorry.
Don't be. Everything's alright now.
Damn, that got like super touching and super emotional real quick. The weird thing is what he was saying towards the end about not telling him that he's real and not a fake. I don't really understand what that's about. I'm kind of confused about that. I could sort of understand what it means. Prompto has a lot of issues with like who he is, or at least he used to. He used to hate who he was, and he strived to change himself and make himself better, so that he could eventually one day become friends with Noct and stand alongside, like, alongside Noctis, Gladiolus, and Ignis. So it might have something to do with that, but I highly doubt it, because I feel like those problems would have been resolved at this point in the journey. Find the device,
Invalid key.
stealing Noct's powers.
Data retrieved. Security clearance level 6.
You forgetting something? Like our weapons?
Invalid key. Data retrieved. Security clearance level 6.
Okay, I clicked that
You
twice.
seem to be moving away from the device.
I clicked that twice by accident, just because I was trying to see what it said. When you're streaming, you gotta focus on a lot of different things, like saying stuff and making a constant effort to like stay interesting, or stay interesting. That's the right turn of phrase. So I just did not understand what it said. I thought it originally said that we
Did you
had
hear that?
increased our
Sure.
security level.
I've
but we
heard this
didn't.
sound before. On the train, just before your weapons failed you. It's nearby. And it may hold the key to restoring your power. It's here.
This thing? Door's locked.
That's coming from within. Is there no way through?
There's a way.
That's very questionable.
So, MTs, they've got those code prints. Just like I do.
Do they? Never looked.
Yeah. So, as it turns out, I'm one of them.
So that's what he meant
Not
by
exactly something
him
I
being
could tell
fake.
people growing up in Lucis.
What the fuck? This is crazy.
You guys are like the only friends I've ever known.
So he's a
just
robot? He's a
hope
Magitech
That things
soldier?
can stay the way they were.
Whatever. Who cares where you were born?
I don't see you turning against us. Not now or ever.
Thanks, guys. Still, I can't change where I came from. What I am.
What
Since when
the
does where
hell?
you come from matter to you? You never once treated me as a prince.
It's got you there.
Never so much as a highness.
We're done here. Come on, crown citizen.
You're one of us, right?
This is wild as hell.
Unless you'd rather not be.
So he's always known he was a robot? What? This is fucking crazy. I originally thought that Prompto was some sort of demon. Oh, wait a second! He is! Oh my god, because... this is kind of spoilery. The Magitech soldiers, I just remembered, actually have demonic essence put into them. So that means that Prompto probably does too. Oh my god. So this is the throne room, and the Emperor Edolos, I think that's his name, he is missing. He's been kind of like vaporized, I would say, and his clothes are just in his place. Very questionable. It's also weird that the throne room is like some giant digital circuitry area with like a giant satellite beam cannon at the top and a bunch of motherboards, or not motherboards, computers. It's just kind of weird. That's a very strange throne room. So the device that's been blocking Nox's power is just that.
So,
That's
did it
sort
work?
of lame. I
With
thought
the
it'd be cool
device
if Arden
standing
had a
out,
demonic power where
Nox's
he could
power
sap powers
should be
away
up
from
and
people.
running.
Go on. Try it.
All right. Moment of truth.
Yep, there we go.
We're back, baby.
What a relief.
Let's roll.
Just touch my butt, Prompto. Okay, so with all his powers restored, Noctis can once again travel to the past by calling Umbra at dormitories. Okay, so this is probably what I'm gonna do. Oh, fuck me.
New friend?
You really need to
Okay, was not expecting that. I'm gonna switch my weapons out. Because, sorry, but the Ring of the Loose Die sucks a big donkey dick. It's not very good. And I can't switch out the Sword of the Father, which sort of sucks. We're gonna do Katana of the Warrior, and we're gonna do my good old wire implants. Trying to force. What we're gonna do, we're gonna pick off the water needles first. And I burp. Excuse me. We're gonna pick off the fodder dudes, then we're gonna fight this guy.
Just the thing.
Ooh, I just got hit by the shock man. Ooh, but I don't have any restoratives. Ooh, fuck. I'm trying to get some pronto.
Thanks, Doc.
Hang out is a maneuver way from target.
Just the thing.
Yeah, let's just throw some thunder at him. Or just didn't throw any. Oh, what the fuck are these? Oh, they're skeleton dudes. Oh shit. That's a spider ship. So you guys watch out for that. Last
Get back! Ignis! I'm just the thing.
Ooh, Gladiolus just got burned.
Ignis, stay close to me.
Ooh, shit. Pronto. This guy's new star shell. Because this deals extra damage against demons. It's pretty useful. He's gonna start burning. Awesome.
I see you decided to rock the ring.
Had to. No weapons, no friends, no choice, really. You know, somebody here's gotta fight to rescue the crystal. Not to mention rescue all of your asses.
Spoken like a
Jesus.
true king.
There's so many enemies now.
About time.
The moon represents a great bond.
Say that again. Especially now that you don't have your weapons back.
Okay, fine, fucking. Okay, so now that I'm in a safe space and I'm not triggered, haha. Anyways, now that I'm in a safe space, I can kind of tell you guys what I'm thinking now. I have never actually used Umbra's power. Umbra is the dog that allows Noct to communicate with Luna. They send like letters to each other. Now, after, I want to say after chapter 9, Umbra serves a dual purpose, where now when you rest at a lodging, you're able to activate Umbra's temporal powers, and he can send you back in time so that you can go back and explore the open world again before you come back and do the main story. Because after chapter 9, the main story puts you onto a linear path, like kind of what I'm in right now. And if you want to go back to the main world, you use Umbra. I didn't know this. I had no clue you could do that, so I've just been trucking through the main story. I recently found out about Umbra, I want to say like 2 days ago.
Hey,
But I learned that
enough
Umbra's abilities
already.
were disabled
Sorry.
during chapter 13. I didn't know though, after you got your powers back, you can use Umbra again. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to rest at the lodging, and I'm going to call Umbra. There we go. So now, hopefully if this works the way I think it will, I can get sent back to the open world. Travel to past Lucis, ask for some paw. leave him alone. Travel to past Alticia. So if you travel to past Alticia, that's how you go back to the open world for Altissa. But we want to go to Lucis. And Umbra's gonna do that. And Prompto's taking photos. Cool. I missed that actually. Because no Prompto, we can't take photos. Actually, that's a lie. You can take photos. With the Moogle update, now Noctis can actually take photos as well, which is pretty cool, I guess. So there's a second photo album for Noctis's photos. Anyways, so now we're going to be back into the open world, and now that I have the freedom to do whatever the hell I want again, I'm really not too sure what I'm going to do. I think what I'm going to do is, after this loading screen, I'm going to end the stream, and I will pick this up in the next episode, because we've cleared a very big hurdle in Final Fantasy 15. Chapter 13 is the notorious worst chapter, and I think we're almost at the end of it. We're pretty much done with it. We've got our teammates back, we've got our magical powers back, we've got the ability to go back in time. So now the world is our oyster yet again, and we can just fuck around. And that's gonna be what we're doing. Oh, we're getting a call.
Howdy, Prince. Do you mind swinging by the garage for a hot minute? We've been experiencing some awful strange shakes back here in Lead. The hunters are already looking into it, but I reckon they could use a couple more hands.
Got it. On our way.
Ooh, juicy stuff. So that is what we're gonna do next episode. Because I know what the tremors mean. Those tremors are a very big deal. Like, huge deal. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, it's gonna be cool. I can assure you that. It's gonna be very, very cool. Okay, so we are gonna save the game now that we are back. We're gonna save it. Apparently not there. We're gonna save it here. Awesome. Okay, and now we're gonna end the stream. I'll see all you guys later.